Hey everyone, my name is Eugene Thalman, and I think I can communicate and interact effectively with a wide variety of people. Why I say this? I'm very extroverted. I like to think that I have a wide variety of friends, and many of them. I mean, I got two buddies here right now watching me make these videos, and I thank them for their support. Now, in regards to people and how we interact with them, in my mind, it doesn't matter who they are or what they're doing. It matters about the situation that's how you come together and how you communicate and bond with each other. And if it's positive, well, it's a great experience. Also, why I think I'm going to be good at this communicating thing in a doctor realm is I've been exposed to a wide variety of people. I went to a very large university. The University of Buffalo has over 30,000 people with every different ethnic group available. Buffalo is the home of so many different refugees. So people of different cultures is kind of normal. In my classes, there's Indian guys who I went to their house for dinner. Their names are Karan and Harsh, and they were really excited to share their experiences and listen about what I had to say about America, and I was really eager to hear what was up with India. They were telling me how they were really pleased with me coming over because I was their first American guest. I find it interesting that the Chinese girls in my classes find it necessary to make up American names, like Ching Wei is Lily. I call her whatever, but she don't care. I mean, I call her Lily or Ching Wei. You know, you gotta respect people. And Tomika is this Japanese stats teacher, and she's just funny. Funny stories I could tell you in the interview about a little shenanigan that I pulled in her class, but it was in good fun. It was for Halloween. And you know, there's just a bunch of people. Like Leron is this black guy who's not the smartest, but he's mad cool, and we just talk about what we do at the gym. He's interested in yoga. Marty is this kind of snotty white guy, but he's chill, you know. He got his own opinions and ideas, and he's a smart guy. We get to talk about what we believe in. And, you know, there's a wide variety of people at the school. I want to talk about this one time when I was walking in a library about how diverse the college is. I came in a library and I heard this music playing, and I was wondering what it was. So I explored. What else is there to do but explore the college campus after you're done studying all night? So I go into the building, I walk through the doors, and I'm following the music. I smell this delicious smelling food, and it was the Arab Student Association having like this banquet. And everyone was in like fancy garb, and it was just amazing to see like a different culture celebrating I don't know what, but it was just awesome. So that's the university. In my time, I went to undergrad and graduate school at the University of Buffalo, and I've lived in the house I've owned for 4 years, and I'm on the east side of Bailey, and this is like probably one of the most poorest and dangerous parts of America, so it's very low in socioeconomic status. I'm the minority right here. I am the minority. It's kind of hard to say, but it's kind of hard to believe sometimes too. Down the block last week there was a shooting, 2 people died. I've known a guy that got shot in random gang violence. So I've been exposed to a lot of things. But even with all this violence and this different way of life, I still interact with the people in my neighborhood. Joanne, the Hispanic black lady, she's cool. I'm sorry that I'm labeling people, but I mean it's just a way for you guys to understand the diversity that I'm experiencing. I mean, Ivory and her kids are cool. You know, it's kind of interesting to think, like, okay, Ivory's like 50 years old, her daughter's 30, and then there's a bunch of kids that are like 8, and then the one kid that's the same as the other kids is like their uncle, but they're all cool. I like to give the children words of wisdom, and it's actually a running joke I like to say about public health. I throw apples at children, because when they see me outside, they're like, "Yo, Eugene, got any apples?" I'm like, "Yeah, kids, throw them some apples." Going a little off topic, but you know, my neighborhood has made me thankful for what I had growing up in the area I had. And now in regards to where I grew up, there was about a 35% Spanish population of either immigrants or first-generation immigrants, or whatever we define people as in that category. But my high school was diverse as well, so I've been exposed to different ideas and different ways of life all of my life. And then personally, I like to do yoga and martial arts, so I'm open to spiritual ideas and different philosophy too. And then in regards to food, you know, I go to the farmer's market to talk with people, haggle on prices, and get the local deal. So I'm there with the people, obtaining my sustenance, my food, at a pure level, and knowing and communicating with these people to see their farming practices, to understand what I'm actually eating. And I like to spice my foods with Indian spices, so I go to the Indian Spice Bazaar. There's a video on my YouTube channel about the Spice Bazaar, which Jan, who's here right now, I made the video for him to teach him about, you know, beans, rice, spices, like a good place that students in our community can get good food. And I'm exposed to their culture right there, which in my sense, like, it's not really my culture, but I've adopted it as it was my own because, you know, some people, if it's not even your own ideas, they're sometimes right. You know, you can't be closed-minded to really anything. Well, some things you should be closed-minded to, but most things you got to be open-minded because you don't know what you could gain from it or how you could grow. And I think this is adequate for that question. I hope that you all have a good night, and please consider me for an interview.